Hey y'all, I'm filming back-to-back videos today with my little assistant who wouldn't take a nap. So today we're going to be talking about healthy chicken dishes that you can make. That's one thing that people are always asking for on my site, are more chicken recipes. So I've got a bunch of them for you today. And all the recipe links will be included in the description box below if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this from my blog, I will include them within the blog post. A lot of these can also be modified to use store-bought rotisserie chicken, so I'll try to note that in my description and kind of tell you how you can modify that recipe to use rotisserie chicken. That just makes it even easier because I know when you're a busy mom, if you're working or whatever, it's hard to get dinner on the table. And I know a lot of people dread making dinner, so hopefully this recipe roundup will help. I'll also flash graphics across the screen so that you have a visual for the recipe. The first recipe is great. I'm calling it one pan chicken dinner. And basically you just put chicken breast and potatoes and green beans all on one sheet pan and you cook them all together in the oven at the same time. And of course you season them up with a few things. It's just such an easy dinner. Cleanup is a snap because you don't have all these pots and pans. It's just one pan to clean and you're one and done, and everyone loves this too. It's a pretty basic recipe and it's been a popular one on my blog, so I hope y'all will enjoy it. The next one is lemon chicken orzo soup, and you can use rotisserie chicken for this for sure. This is an easy recipe that comes together quickly and it is perfect for a weeknight dinner. My family loves it, and we usually have some leftovers too that we can use for lunches. Number 3 is chicken and corn chowder. This is a delicious soup that seems super rich and creamy, but there's no heavy cream in it. I use a basic roux of butter and flour to thicken the soup just a little bit, and it is delicious. We like to top ours with bacon bits and scallions and a little bit of cheese. You can use turkey bacon. The options are really endless with this, and it is so delicious. My 3-year-old really likes this one. The next one is chicken tortilla soup in the slow cooker. This was one of my most popular recipes this fall. It's really one of those where you can just dump it all in the crock pot, set it and forget it, and it is just awesome. Again, with soup, I'm all about the toppings, so it's really fun to sprinkle some cheese or diced avocado on top. And also, to help the soup live up to its name, it is delicious with tortilla chips. Next is more of a salad idea. You can have this for dinner or lunch. Sometimes I'll eat a version of this for lunch. It is my barbecue ranch chopped salad. It is delicious, and I did use rotisserie chicken in this recipe, and I use black beans, tomatoes, avocado, and cheese, and then I use a mixture of barbecue sauce and ranch for the dressing. And even men like this salad because it is very filling, and actually this recipe was featured in Men's Fitness online, so go check it out. The next recipe is one pot chicken and rice, and it is delicious. This is one of my favorite recipes. My son loves this, my husband loves it. It's one of those things where you cook it all in one pot, and you've got your vegetable, you've got your starch, you've got your protein. It's all in one pot, and it is delicious. This recipe can be modified to use a rotisserie chicken, but I use chicken. I cook up some diced up chicken. So just know that you can skip that step and add the chicken in as you add the liquid to cook if you want to use rotisserie chicken. The next recipe was inspired by a local restaurant here called Tzatziki's. I don't know if you guys have them or not, but they have this dish on the weekends. They call it their Friday special, but they run it all weekend. It's my favorite thing to get at Tzatziki's, and I was like, I have to figure out how to make this. So it's a bed of greens topped with this mixture of pasta and chicken and basil and tomatoes, all tossed in balsamic vinaigrette and then topped with feta cheese. It's perfect for summer or when it's hot outside, or really any time of year. And I love this dish. It's been really popular here in Birmingham because a lot of people know about this Friday special, and so they like having a copycat recipe. Next is chicken divan. This is my mother's signature recipe, and I took her recipe and made it a little bit more real food friendly. Just little things like instead of cream of condensed soup, I made my own roux and my own little sauce on the stovetop. I give you both recipes in the post, so you can make it her way or my way. I use Fontina cheese instead of processed American cheese product. Again, I'm not a food snob, so whenever my mama makes this, I'm gonna eat it. In fact, she made it this weekend for my birthday. So this is like a family heirloom recipe, and you serve the chicken and broccoli and cheese mixture over rice. The next recipe is chicken enchilada skillet, and this is another one of those one pot meals. Can you see a theme here? One pot, one pan. These recipes people love. Oh, say I would love them when I have teeth and can eat them. She's getting a little restless. This is so good. It's got chicken and black beans and enchilada sauce and peppers and cheese and corn. It's a delicious way to enjoy all those Mexican flavors, and the dish is actually pretty healthy. I'm big on toppings. In the picture you can see I topped it with some avocado and cilantro. The next recipe, we're getting close to the end nugget, I promise. Oh, she may bounce while I'm talking. The next recipe is my homemade chicken noodle soup from scratch. I almost always make this with the remnants of a rotisserie chicken because you can make the chicken stock from scratch, or you can use boxed or canned chicken stock, that's fine, or broth. It's just so good, and you may never buy the canned stuff again after you make this. It's just so delicious and comforting. I make this every time anyone gets sick in my family. It's a great leftovers recipe because you can use like the remnants of the rotisserie chicken. You can kind of use like the end of some celery and carrot and onion. And then a lot of times I will have the end of a box of pasta that's not really enough to make, you know, spaghetti or anything with. And so I'll just use whatever cut of pasta I have in the soup, and everyone loves it. And last is my easy grilled chicken breast made on the grill pan. This, for last year, was my most popular recipe on my entire site. So people love this recipe. If you don't have a grill pan, you can make it in a cast iron skillet. But basically the method is to kind of brown both sides on the stovetop and then transfer the pan to the oven to kind of cook the chicken all the way through. But by looking at this chicken, using a grill pan, you would never guess that this wasn't cooked on the actual grill. And I think people just really like it because it's a simple recipe. I like to serve this with either rice and vegetables or with baked potato and a salad. You can have a couple easy sides like that to kind of round out the meal, and it's just a great weeknight option. I also like to make extras of this to use in other recipes, just like the Friday, the Greek chicken pasta that I made uses the same recipe. And I will make extra of this and like have the grilled chicken one night and then use the leftovers to make like the Greek pasta with chicken. So it's a good way to maximize your effort in the kitchen, and it's a great make-ahead recipe to have chicken to go on top of salad or in sandwiches or other recipes. One bonus recipe I want to throw in here, it's barely even a recipe, but I've made it for years. The pictures aren't great. I hope to reshoot the pictures for this recipe, but it's easy salsa crockpot chicken. It's such an easy recipe. You basically just put chicken, a little bit of water, some salt and pepper, and dump a jar of store-bought salsa over it and cook it all day. And it's so versatile. You can use it in tacos or in other dishes. Sometimes I put it on top of a baked sweet potato with some other things. Sometimes I add, yuck. Sometimes I add black beans and serve it over rice, which is what you're seeing in the picture. So versatile. So sorry for the bad picture, but I definitely wanted to share that with y'all. Well, that concludes this recipe roundup. Little Miss is getting a little bit restless after back-to-back videos. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will link all of those recipes below. I'll link the blog post below, and I'll also link a pin to Pinterest if you just want to pin it real quick for later. What are your favorite chicken recipes? I would love to hear. And if you want to put one link in a comment, I think YouTube marks it as spam if you put more than one link. So leave links and let us know what is your favorite chicken recipe. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.